Chapter 6 of The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer is called The Secrets of the Spiritual Heart. And in this chapter, he talks about how different life events happen, and when we resist them or cling to them, when we assign, I love this or I hate this, it can create sort of a stuck energy in the heart center. So that, let's take a negative situation, for example, as he does in the book. You have an event, it's negative, maybe it's an interaction with a person and it just doesn't go well, and you try to resist it, you dislike it, it was a bad experience for you. So there's a stored energy. So if you didn't let it go, and if you concentrated on how terrible that experience was, which we've all done many times throughout our life, then later on in life, when something triggers that, if you see something or see a person that reminds you of that person that broke your heart or did you wrong, the energy is stirred up again, and it creates a blockage of energy. So in chapter 5, we talked about the importance of keeping the energy system open in the body, keeping the heart center open no matter what, to experience that beautiful energy, unbounded, joyful energy that life has to offer. And that the only time that we close that off is by closing it off ourselves. So in this chapter, he goes a little bit more into detail about how this happens. In the yogic tradition, this is called samskara. So when we have a negative event and it triggers us and we don't deal with it, and it kind of creates a circular type of stuck energy, and we just go around and around and around, and the same lessons repeat for us because we haven't learned to let something go, and it's almost like a cyclical deal that we can't get it. So it just seems very circular. It's like, why does this keep happening? Why does this lesson keep appearing? So he gives a little bit of direction as to how to, so it's, when I first read this, I'm like, well, how in the world do I go back to 40 something years of these type of events happening? And how do I purify myself? You know, how does one do that? Well, the good news is, he says that we don't have to do it one event at a time. It could be a purification that happens where we just learn to let go every day. And that just provides us with, that kind of clears the energy, purifies the whole thing. So this is what he says. He says, if old energies come back up because you were unable to process them before, let go of them now. It's that easy. Just smile. Be happy that this samskara, so that which triggered you, which has been stored down there for all this time, has the opportunity to make it through you. Just open, relax your heart, forgive, laugh, or do anything you want. Just don't push it back down. So you have a choice. Do you want to try to change the world so that it doesn't disturb you, your samskaras, or are you willing to go through this process of purification? So the process of purification is just opening up to life. Something triggers you, you don't like it, instead of really creating this resistant kind of energy, negative energy where it's really contracted. You just open up and you breathe through it, you smile, you laugh, you do something different, and just allow it to pass right through. So chapter 7, the next chapter, called Transcending the Tendency to Close, he actually gives step-by-step instructions as to, sorry about that, step-by-step instructions as to how to do this.